Hey kids, welcome back to the channel. I'm Zach, not Kyle, or Zach for short, and today we're going to be discussing the doozy that is Rumble's visual mistreatment. As confusing of a video topic as this may be, I got somewhat irked by the robbery of Rumble from the legendary skin for Space Groove, and it got me to dig a little bit for the full story on how bad Rumble was treated on a cosmetic level. Oh my god, don't hate on a champion because your fave didn't get a VGU. Rumble isn't my favorite champion, bitch. It's Rengar, and not just because he's hot. Speaking of which, Riot, where's the next Rengo skin? It's been over 400 days. Anyways, this video will cover the story and skins for Rumble as they currently stand in League of Legends. So let's just jump into it since there's a lot going on here. I'm gonna go into Rumble's story arc quickly to get some backstory for him going and nitpick it a little bit. Even amongst Yordles, Rumble was always the runt of the litter. As such, he was used to being bullied. Quick side note, isn't this literally what Rengar was at Riot? Not this. In order to survive, he had to be scrappier and more resourceful than his peers. He developed a quick temper and a reputation for getting even, no matter who crossed him. This made him something of a loner, but he didn't mind. He liked to tinker, preferring the company of gadgets over people, and he could usually be found rummaging through the junkyard. Now I love this introduction, and his trash garbage type of style is so catchphrase worthy that some trash garbage is one of the main phrases of this channel. Rumble showed great potential as a mechanic, and his teachers recommended him for enrollment at the Yordle Academy of Science and Progress in Piltover. He may very well have become one of Heimerdinger's esteemed proteges, but Rumble refused to go. He believed that Heimerdinger and his associates were sellouts, trading superior Yordle technology to humans for nothing more than a pound on the head, while Yordles remained the butt of their jokes. I think this makes a lot of sense with his rebellious personality, and I don't think it's too far out there to think that Heimerdinger is this way. When a group of human graduates from the Yordle Academy sailed to Bandle City to visit the place where their mentor was born and raised, Rumble couldn't resist the temptation to see them face to face, so to speak. He only intended to get a good look at the humans, but 4 hours and several choice words later, he returned home bruised and bloodied, with an earful about how he was an embarrassment to enlightened Yordles like Heimerdinger. I don't know how to feel about this, because it feels very rash, very reckless, and even though those are things that Rumble is, why would he do this? I can't believe that Rumble's that stupid. While this would make sense, there aren't a lot of reasons given for Rumble to prompt him to do this. This part of the story is assuming Rumble knows why they are there with different intentions. With the story given, he doesn't. Also, if anyone compared Heimerdinger as better than me, I would slap them because Heimerdinger's garbage. The next morning, Rumble left Bandle City without a word, and wasn't seen again for months. When he returned, he was at the helm of a clanking, mechanized monstrosity. He marched it to the center of town, amidst dumbfounded onlookers, and then announced that he would show the world what Yordle Tech was really capable of achieving. I wish there was a more described part of this bio explaining how he even built this mech. There could be an extension of his lore explaining how he built it if there isn't already one. And now that we looked at the small details of his story that aren't the greatest in terms of writing, let's get to the skin disparity. Oh honey, you thought Kennen and Rengar were bad with their skin disparity from my videos? Oh honey, Rumble's skin disparity is so bad that he was in the 1000 Days Club. No, sorry, can you flash that again? Again. And one more time? Yeah, Rumble was in the 1000 Days Club, not once, not twice, but 3 separate times. What the fuck, Barbara? Exactly, Charlene. It was from 2011 to 2014, 2014 to 2018, and finally 2018 to 2021. Yikes. Hi, Editing Catboy here. So, I am over halfway through editing this video, and I just got sent a screenshot from one of my mutuals of an old skin concept from 2017, where Rumble was last minute cut from the Omega Squad line with Heimerdinger, and I've seen this before, but I can actually confirm who's in it now. But allegedly, there is a lot of concept art for both Heimerdinger and Rumble to be in here, and if you look at the image on screen, you can see that Teemo and Fizz are in there. So we actually know what day this Rumble skin would have dropped, and it would be July July 26, 2017, but he was last minute cut for unknown reasons. And if he actually got the skin, not only would he have 6 skins that are not technically vaulted, but also it would have shortened one of his 1,000 Days Club runs. It would actually have shortened it by about a year, and we would have only waited 300 days for a Rumble skin after that. So yeah, I thought I'd mention that. I was over halfway through editing this video, and I did not want to redo my audio, but yeah, that's a fun tidbit. Heimerdinger and Rumble were last minute cut from the Omega Squad line for unknown reasons. Mind you, his skins weren't even good for any of these caps. There was a noticeable lack of effort and time in them. 2 of his skins were vaulted, leaving him with only a small skin selection of Super Galaxy, Badlands Baron, and now Space Group. I would like to mention that Rumble came out 10 years ago and 2 of his skins were released when he dropped as a champion. Yeah. One of the first things a lot of people will use to figure out if they want a skin is how good the splash is. Rumble's splashes, minus his 2 latest skins, are garbage. I don't think I need to explain why. Buildrat and Jungle are self-explanatory. Badlands Baron was done really well and Space Group also was, so no complaints there, phenomenal work, good job Rito. Super Galaxy for a legendary isn't good. The skin feels pretty off in the splash, and speaking of Super Galaxy, we need to talk about how bad of a legendary skin it is. Let's get into it a bit more. Something that has to be considered when looking at the skin is that it was built based off of the anime Gurren Lagann. And if you're like me and have seen Gurren Lagann, then you're wondering what the hell kind of lie is this? It's supposed to be based on the main mecha from the anime, and I don't see it at all. I see some colors in there, but in the wrong places. It's not reminiscent of it, although many people say that the skin is fun to play with because of the 90s mecha anime-esque effects. This can be seen as good or bad because it can seem like a fun throwback or very dated. The model for the skin is best described in Rumble's smile. Questionable. The color picking for it is fine, though I think others in the Super Galaxy line were a world ahead and above this. It's not good, and in terms of legendary skins, it's one of the worst. In 2018, Badlands Baron Rumble graced our eyeballs. Sadly, Rumble's model in this skin wasn't the greatest thing ever, to say the least. The splash is phenomenal for sure, however the skin part of the skin isn't the best. I owned the skin, and I had a chroma with it because the muted tones don't work and hurt my gaming experience. Then we had Rumble in the 1,000 Days Club again. Then, the saving grace of this drought came with the Space Group skin line, except it wasn't a savior for Rumble skins because Rumble was robbed blind of the legendary skin. Blitzcrank, as we all know, got the legendary for the Space Group skin line. However, not only do I think that Rumble deserved it, but others do as well. Let's break it down. Do Rumble, Nasus, and Lux have a legendary already which puts them out of the running immediately? Yes. Did Riot fuck up with Seraphine, one giving a new character in insane skins so Samira was next? Also yes. Did Lulu get the prestige? Also yes. It would be between Nunu and Blitz by this system, except Rumble deserved it. He is the last person in the 1,000 Days Club, had a botched legendary, has barely any skins, loads of model issues, etc. Why give it to Blitz when he has so many skins? I think because of the system I just did, that was how it was determined. Jello Rumble was a good way of redeeming his historically bad skin run, but giving him the legendary would have been better than giving it to Blitz for a full circle redemption. However, this can have 2 sides of it. Giving Rumble the legendary skin would be seen as a good thing by some because of the fact that he's the last character in the 1,000 Days Club for skins. Right now, Kane's getting there. Why would we not give it to him? On the flip side, you could argue he shouldn't get it since he has another legendary. This would be valid if there weren't characters with multiple prestiges and legendaries like Cho'Gath, Soraka, Leona, Lux, Caitlyn, Kaisa, etc. What excuse does Riot have to not give it to him? If it's because he's unpopular, that doesn't work because they gave Cho'Gath multiple legendaries and he isn't very popular either. In conclusion, it's quite clear that Rumble's cosmetic options are not very fabulous and he deserves a lot better. If you want me to cover another specific champion and look into their story and cosmetics, let me know. And don't save all of it because you already know that video's happening. And with that said, that's gonna be it for this video. So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to become not Kyle. If your name is Kyle, that is illegal here. As you can tell from the name of my channel, you do have to get a new birth certificate. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. And with that, I will see you guys later. Bye, sis.
Cool for you. You think you're hot, but I'm sorry you're not exactly who you think you are. Just tell you what you have and got. When we walk into the room, I'm so cool for you.